All right. So, back, season 2, episode 1. Hello and welcome to the Let's Be Serious podcast, where me and a guest talk the hottest new topics and answer controversial questions. Today, from Solon, Ohio, a recent member of the Findlay basketball team, now alumni like me,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
Deven Stover.
Let's get it, man.
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Man, happy to be here. You know, number 4 on the men's basketball team here, ready to put in work now off the court. Y'all see what my life is like now, man. We'll get into it.
So what you got going on? What's life looking like for you right now?
Drowning in pharmacy homework, man.
Yeah.
I'm actually starting an MBA program, which I know you are just completing, so I'm doing the dual degree stuff.
Yep.
A lot of fitness stuff, a lot of social media stuff, just trying to, get into many different things and find my way and see what I like to do. Just try it while I can right now.
Yeah.
Trying to get like you. You pretty much just described yourself.
No. I need
How
to get
many
an
tattoos do you have?
I just have 2.
2?
One on my back, one on my leg. I just
What
have 2.
percentage of your back is covered right now? If you had to guess, at least
3%.
At least 3%.
At least
3%. Max like 75. Though.
Max 100. Obviously.
Okay, fair enough.
100 is the maximum.
Fair enough. We'll get into that, man.
Yeah. So out of your tattoos, what do you think the most painful of your tattoos was?
It's one you can't see on my sternum for sure. It
Really?
was really just because the amount of time she spent there. Like, if you just were to draw a line down there, it would be fine. But shading, just dragging.
Yeah, I feel like it's really thin skin in the middle of your chest.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. What's crazy is I have one on my elbow that's shaded, and that one did not hurt at all.
No, because the elbow's like thick and like chewy skin. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
when I got my knee done, my kneecap didn't hurt.
Really?
Well, like around my kneecap didn't hurt. So I don't know. I think it might be because the skin's a bit thicker. Like in thin places, like in my back, on the sides where the skin's stretched and the ribs. Yeah, that one is crazy.
See, I'm going to get my back done eventually. I'm worried about, I'm happy you said the knee wasn't bad, but the rib area, the spine I hear is not that good either.
The spine's not horrible because it's very thin is the spine. So like if you drew a line across, it would only touch the spine for like a split second.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not too bad.
Did you get any shading on there?
Yeah.
Did that hurt?
Not too bad. Like it hurt on the spine, but there wasn't much spine, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Like, because you have the muscles that run down the side that erect the spine here.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
No way. I'm actually so educated. People don't understand that about me. They just look at me and think I'm a fool.
But yeah, that's the only spot I'm worried about. And maybe the collarbone.
Yeah.
Because I will eventually get something there. But other than that, I probably already conquered all the spots that people have said.
The back of my knee, I don't think you can top that.
Really?
The back of the knee,
Achilles?
yes.
That's the one I forgot.
Achilles is the same as the spine. It's only like a small spot. It hurts, but it's only like a small spot that does hurt. So it's bearable.
We'll see,
Whereas the back of the knee, bro, the whole area is just a mess. But I think my favorite tattoo is the one in the back of my knee, which I'm glad, because if it came out like average,
okay,
if it came out average, I would be like, bro, I did all that for that. Like I would be so salty.
That is tough. I remember when you first.
You know what I mean? What do you think your favorite one is?
What's crazy? Honestly, probably this cross I have with this chain going down.
Yeah.
Honestly, I did not know how that was going to turn out. That was probably like one of my only true ideas. Other ones I kind of had based off seeing other people's and mortared to my own.
Yeah.
But that one was something from like a show I watched in anime. And I was like, why not? And it ended up looking really good. And it's the only color tattoo I have. Probably the only one I'll ever get to.
That makes it even better that it was your idea. It makes it special. But so looking back on college, obviously we played basketball together. Yeah. If you could play another sport in college, like say they came up to you and just gave you another year, but there was like you just can't play basketball, what would you play?
Football.
What position would you play?
Wide receiver for sure.
Really?
Wide receiver.
You think you could play?
I think I could play for sure. I mean, obviously I would have to put on muscle, like otherwise I'd be getting wrecked easily.
But wide receiver, do you though?
You do. You have to be
like
strong.
Obviously you can't just be a string bean, but like.
But the thing is, you gotta have some weight, like some meat on you, to be able to take like a hit or something like that.
Do you though?
I promise.
Because I don't know much about football.
I started playing football once I got to high school, but even when I was playing in middle school, like receivers, you get blindsided. Like you can just catch and turn around and get hit. That's part of the reason why I just flat out stopped playing. I'm not trying to get injured.
Yeah.
But you'll be surprised. The thinner guys would be the ones who would always get injured. Just because they didn't really have any protection.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah. I don't know if I could play football.
You're gonna be QB.
I could, but I would have to have the best O-line in the nation. Like, I'm talking about, like, the best ever in college sports. I could be a kicker.
Okay. That's
for sure, I could be a kicker.
Yeah.
For sure. In college, it's like, I could be a kicker. NFL, once you start paying for me to do that, I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
Sign me up.
This is the thing. I would. Then again, if they gave me another year, they would be they would have to pay me to play if they gave me a year next year. So.
Right.
But what about you? I feel like it would be soccer for you.
Yeah. Soccer, definitely. Soccer's like, I don't know. I've always said I think I could take, like, say for example, you told me right now I'm playing soccer next year.
Yeah.
And I had the off season. I think in one off season, I think I could touch up some skills. I think I'm in, like, soccer shape.
Yeah, for sure.
I think if I fine tune some details at this level, which is still a good level, I could play, like, I could survive in a game. Like, you could put me out there and you could bring your parents to a game and they wouldn't be like, why is that kid out there? He don't play, like, he don't look like he should be out there. You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be like, that kid's a dog. But you wouldn't notice like, me. You know what I mean? Like, if you put people out on the basketball floor, you'd be like,
oh,
dude,
what are they doing?
You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be able to say that about me at soccer.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be the best guy on the team, but, like, I think I could be on the team.
You know what's crazy? That is probably the one sport I wish I would have played. And I had an opportunity in high school my freshman year, and I just turned it down. That's probably one regret I have.
Bro, this is the thing with soccer. Like, people don't understand. You think NBA guys make a lot of money. You think football guys make, and they do. They make a lot of money. Yeah. Soccer guys, it's ridiculous. Ronaldo just signed for $217 million per year.
Wait, seriously?
Yes.
I did not even know that. That's like an NBA contract.
He signed
for
a 2-year contract for like 450 whatever around that million. It comes out to 217 million per year. That's before he gets his Nike check. He's the face of Nike soccer. He's the LeBron of Nike soccer.
Crazy, because that's like the same contract the NBA player gets for like 5 years.
It's insane. And given he's Ronaldo, and that's one of the best contracts anyone's ever got, still, the idea of it, Mbappe makes like 300 a year.
So what are like the
PSG
average players making like a year then? Still probably like higher than some highly played NBA players.
Yeah, I would say average is probably around 40.
That's literally what.
That's like a guess. I might be wrong. You might have to run like, you might have to fact check
that's
me.
Still crazy.
But yeah, bro, and like okay, saying to play soccer is not like a dig on soccer. Soccer's incredibly skillful. Like, a lot of people don't understand the skills you have to play.
No, your condition has to be ridiculous. But I already know that's probably where I would struggle even if I had an off season. I do not think for soccer that's probably one of the sports I could not.
It's different, but in terms of like your physical health, you can play soccer for a lot longer than you can play football.
Oh, 100%.
So like you talk about some of these NFL contracts, bro, like their average career of a running back, I heard from someone, 3 years.
I was about to say 5 or less. There's no way. There's
3 years. Even if you give me $10 million a year, I'm walking out of there with 30.
And the
soccer, you make 50 a year, and you can play for 15 years. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's insane.
That's something they need to start talking about. Football, the longevity of that sport, and the complications you experience after you get done playing.
Yeah, bro, it's scary. All the dangers of like head injuries and the damages that does is. I don't know why. I know it is talked about a lot, but like, I don't realize why someone's not just been like, hold on a second, this is nuts.
Bro, like, because they make so much money.
And they make so much money for the organization.
Exactly. Too. That's why they're just throwing it under the rug right now.
It's crazy. And like, you look at it and like, some of them can't even have normal conversations. No. Same as boxing.
That's another
You see Gervonta Davis's fight the other day?
Yeah.
After the fight, he's not even speaking English.
Bro,
what are you talking about? Spit it out.
I don't understand. I mean, obviously they do it for money, but I don't understand like the trade-off for the money and your physical well-being is just too great. Like
I don't get it. You make a lot of money, but by the end of the fight, you can't remember what bank account it's in because you don't know your PIN number.
You can't remember it. You don't even know where you
don't
are.
know where your wallet is.
They wake up and like, what happened? Did we even have the fight?
Yeah. So you got a lot of money in your account, but you don't know where your wallet is, so you can't spend it. Like what? Like Floyd Mayweather's cool though. I like Floyd.
No,
Mayweather.
I like him a lot.
The life he lives.
He's making like he don't even have to box anymore. He make money.
Yeah.
Like this is the thing. If you are gonna do something like that, like football, boxing, some sport that's high contact, do something like Floyd where you do it and then you getting paid based off your image at that point.
Yeah, and then you can just disappear.
Exactly.
Like he's done. He's a very smart businessman with that approach.
Yeah.
Like I really respect how he's gone about it. And the life he lives is crazy. Like I've seen him like in Dubai and stuff like that. And bro, Dubai is a crazy place.
That's one of the places that's on my bucket list.
Yes, I need to go to Dubai.
I heard that's the city.
Yes.
That's the city of the world. Like
That's
to go
the
to.
place. Like you see videos and they've got like lions and like stuff like that. Like driving around in like Lambos with lions
it looks
hanging out the back.
futuristic, pretty much.
It's insane. It looks awesome. If you were to get a pet, like an exotic pet, what pet would you have? And I'm saying nothing's off the table. Like there's no rules and restrictions. There's no rules and regulations here.
It would be some type of cat, probably like probably like a snow leopard, honestly.
I would like a lion cub.
This is the thing.
Once it gets to a certain size,
yeah,
you gotta
that's
go.
what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? Like
This
you're
is the
causing
thing.
too much damage.
I see all these videos with people like growing up with a lion cub. They come back, it remembers them as like a full-grown lion. Bro, I can't go in there. I don't care.
Yeah. Forget it.
It's a wild animal, bro.
Like, and this is the thing. It can hurt you by accident.
Yeah.
Like it could just hit you with a claw, and all of a sudden your face is off your head. Like
Bro.
it's like, bro, what is insane?
Dogs hurt people by accident. Like these medium-sized dogs, and people end up in the hospital and get stuff like that.
This is what I'm saying. It's crazy, bro. Like I just couldn't. I wouldn't mind a snake. I don't know if I'd. This is the thing. I've never touched a snake. I don't like snakes, but they look cool.
This is the thing. It's cool to say I have a snake, but the thing is, if it gets loose and you don't see it in the cage,
You gotta sell the
anymore,
whole crib.
Yeah, I don't know.
The whole crib's going on Facebook
what-
Marketplace.
I don't know what. That's the same thing as seeing a tarantula, bro. I'm out. Like you have the house now. Like,
Yeah, it's yours. Merry Christmas. I'm selling it. You know what I mean? It's just a
Yeah.
business expense.
Yeah, I don't know, but matter
like
of fact,
it's-
some people have tarantulas as pets.
Yeah, but a nice little Cobra double bulletproof glass so it can't get out, triple locked. Yeah, bro, that would look cool. Like imagine like a 10-foot tank, bro, just across your wall in your living room, under your TV. It would look
it's
fire.
one useless thing I want to have, like just those people who have aquariums in their house, bro, like the full glass thing that you see, bro. That would be so tough.
Yeah.
Like it's useless. Like it's just an
Yeah,
aesthetic
absolutely
type thing.
pointless,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
looks really cool.
Exactly.
I feel you. But the thing is with an aquarium is like every fish tank that I've ever seen always looks dirty.
Yeah, it's high maintenance, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I could maintain it for what you get back from it.
Yeah, the trade-off is not
I think
good.
if you spent a lot of money and you got a crazy expensive one, you could get one that like keeps looking clean and it has like its own self-cleaning technology.
Even then, it's still sometimes like
Yeah.
cloudy. Like
Yeah. I just don't think it's a trade-off. The weather in Dubai is a big thing because
What
it's
is it?
insanely hot in Dubai.
okay, so is it like
But
90s
a lot
plus?
of people say they wouldn't go to. I'm not sure. I know it's up there. It's hot. Like,
Got you.
a lot of people say I won't go to Dubai because it's too hot. The climate's too hot. I don't think I would say no to living somewhere because it was too hot. I would say because it was too cold.
See, this is me, bro. I like cold weather. I like winter. Like winter is my favorite season. Like I'd rather be too cold than too warm.
No way.
Cause I can put stuff on, but
Okay,
there's
watch
only
this,
so
watch this,
much
watch
I
this,
can
watch
take.
this.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, if you can't fix it, I agree, because this is the thing. The easiest one to fix is being too cold.
Yeah.
I agree. But you can't fix it. Like I say you go in this room in a short and t-shirt and the room is either 100 degrees or it's 20. What would you rather that room be? You can't take clothes off. You can't put a hoodie on. You're just in the room. There's no open a window. There's no turn a fan on. What would you rather be?
Well, this is the thing. 100 degrees is like, that could be like a normal temperature in the summer. Because if I'm wearing shorts, it depends on what I'm wearing. If I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt, then I'm going to choose the 100-degree room.
But like 30 is a normal degree. Let's say 30. 30 is a normal temperature in the winter. in Ohio.
If I'm wearing what I got on right now, I'll take the cold room.
Really? Like just shivering?
Yeah.
No way. I could not shiver for an hour.
If you're wearing what you have on, you're taking the 100-degree room over the 30-degree room.
I'd rather sweat buckets than shiver.
Can't, bro.
I would much rather
you know
sweat
what I
than
think
shiver.
it is for me? I just feel like dirty when I sweat.
This is the thing. I don't feel dirty when I sweat. I feel dirty when I'm finished sweating.
That's what I should say, because I don't feel dirty when we're like playing a basketball
That's
game.
what I mean. Like when you're actively like your pores are open and there's sweat flowing, I feel good. Like I feel nice and like. But even in the gym, I'd rather the gym be too hot than too cold.
Then that case, no, I actually would rather it be cold.
Sweat buckets dripping, fine by me.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel like I get lightheaded during basketball games if it's too hot.
Yeah, no. Sweating's fine by me. But either way, it's not an ideal situation.
Yeah.
It's not an ideal situation. All right, I have a question here. How do you feel? So I saw something on social media the other day. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about women proposing to men?
That's actually crazy. I swear I just had a
Like, where did
conversation
that
with
start?
this
Where did it start that men have to propose to women?
Bro,
Obviously someone started it, but like, is it like a religious thing?
I feel like it's just something that's gotten passed on from generation to generation. Like,
yeah, definitely.
you know, treating a woman like a princess or queen. But you know what? I think it actually should be that way. And let me tell you why. I think men should have to propose to women because women kind of base their decisions more off.
Women suck. Wait, you know what's crazy? I'm going to switch the audio so it looks like you said that.
Hey, Ozzy said that. He's going to get canceled.
Nothing wrong with... Yeah, shout out to women. Women are cool.
But, this is the thing. It usually takes longer for a man to commit than a woman. If we put that into perspective.
Right.
So,
is that scientifically proven or is that just off the noggin?
That's off the dome, bro.
All right.
But, usually a woman will be like, oh, she'll be the first like, oh, I can picture my life with this. I want to have kids. I want to do this and this. So if she proposes to a guy when he's not ready, you know what I'm saying? Whereas if the guy's like, I want to do this and this and that, usually she's already on board at that time.
Okay. I'm not going to agree or disagree. But
what I will say, I think that if you guys are both on the same page, it really shouldn't matter.
I agree. And the thing is with proposing, like, I always think, like, it should be a surprise how you're doing it and like when you're doing it, but it should already be agreed that you're getting married.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, you know when people get like, and they'll say no, and it's like, so, apologies to anyone listening, it's been rejected on the proposal. I don't want to touch a sore subject, but like, I feel like that shouldn't be the first time you've talked about marriage.
No,
is when you're down on one knee.
Like the videos where you see that is when like the guy or girl literally no conversation about it. They just do it in public.
No. Yeah.
And then, I feel like that just puts the person in a tough predicament anyway. Obviously, 100%. You don't want to say, like, hey, I'm proposing to you on so, and so. But, like, you want to get married to me, right? Yes. I want to get married to you? Yes. Okay. If you guys both want to get married, then realistically...
I feel like it's like if you've been together with someone for that long, which you usually have in those scenarios, you would discuss at some point, like, oh, yeah, like, the future and, like... Oh, yeah, like, I could see you as my wife, or I could see you as my husband, or it's a conversation that you guys are on the same page.
Exactly.
And then you propose.
Exactly.
Like, it's not just, like, out the blue. Like, out the blue is crazy.
You know what's crazy? Sometimes I see, like, it mostly happens with, like, celebrities or people higher up, where they'll just propose to someone after, like, hanging out with them or talking to them for, like, a month, bro.
Yeah, why do they do that? Like, Kim Kardashian, do you know how many times she's been married?
I know she married, what? Was she married to Chris Humphries, bro?
Hey, Siri. How many times has Kim Kardashian been married? 3 times.
The fact that Siri knows that.
Damon Thomas, Chris Humphries, and Kanye West. So she's been divorced 3 times and she's talking about getting married again. She's nuts.
Bro,
That is...
This is the thing.
Settle down.
I could not see myself, like, after I get married, getting divorced whatsoever. Because I'm definitely the person who's like, we're going to work this out. We're going to figure it out. Yeah. Not by force, but, like, if I'm with you and we're making this, you know, we're tying our souls together and all that, like, we're in it for the long haul.
Agreed. Yeah. I think a lot of people get married because of the pressure of time. Like, I see a lot of my friends on social, not friends, but, like, people I know getting married that are, like, 24. And if you've been in a relationship for a long time and you're happy and it's true love, fair enough. Go ahead. I'm super happy for you. But, like, I feel like a lot of people are, like, this is the time where people should get married, so let's get married.
That's something that's crazy. I was also just talking with someone about that. Like, it's just like part of the human struggle, like feeling we need to get things done by a certain age or a certain time, or we're not doing what we're supposed to do. Like,
yeah.
But that's also part of, you know, just not caring about what other people think. Like, there's people who get married when they're 18. There's people who get married when they're 30 plus.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
But I fall into that same trap where I'm like, oh, I felt like I should have done this by now. I should have done this by now. I should be married by now. Or, you know, people are like, I want to have kids by this age. Like,
and you know what's also crazy? At our age too, it's now at the point where, like, if people say, oh, I just found out that my girl's pregnant, it's not like a dang, but it's not like a congrats.
I know what you're
It's
talking
like
about.
because this is the time when people have kids.
Yeah.
Because I still feel young.
No, yeah.
But
you
like,
know what's crazy? I feel like I'll always feel that way.
100%. But like, this is like, that's not, because the other day I was like, I seen someone on Instagram and they like announced that they just had a baby or whatever. And I was like, dang, like they just had a baby already.
It's
I was like,
weird.
wait,
Yeah.
when you think about it, 25, most people's parents right now, like if you think about your parents right now and they're like, how old are your parents?
My parents are 56 and 51.
Right. So like, would you class them as like older parents in your friendship, in your group?
Yeah.
Right. So say the younger parents are like around like late 40s, 50s.
Yeah.
That means they had kids. Sorry, let me run my math. Around our age.
You're right.
So like, it is normal to have kids at this age, but like,
is.
it still feels like, dang, already?
I think it's
like,
just weird because even though we're all around the same age, everyone's at a different stage in their life. Like, we're like still in school. There's people who've already started working. But even then, it's just, I just feel like it's always going to feel weird.
It's like
it's
in one of those
new.
areas where it's
Yeah.
like, I don't know whether to say like, oh, like, hope everything's all right, or like, congrats.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And like, some people have scenarios where they're like perfectly set up, they're happy, they raise great kids. But like, now's the time when people should be having kids. And I couldn't think of anything worse in my life, in my situation, than having a kid right now. Like,
I definitely would not want to have a kid right now, but within, like, the earliest I could probably consider having a child would probably be like in 2 years.
yeah.
2 years.
But still, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's a weird, like, time. Talking about women and relationships, what's your biggest ick? I know girls always say, what's my ick? What's my ick? And you see it on socials all the time.
Bro.
And like, I don't think men have icks,
I don't have icks.
but like,
I don't even know how to describe it. It's not like something if you do it, like, yeah, that's it.
but it's like,
It's like,
I
it's
didn't
just like,
want to see
why?
that.
It's-
Yeah.
One of them is like when I get cut off in the middle of a sentence, bro.
Really? That's a good one. I never thought about that
Like,
one. That's
I'm
valid.
talking, and like, it's not, it depends on the situation you do it. Like, I'm talking to you, and then you're so excited, you're like, okay, like, first time I'll be like, all right. When it keeps happening, you just start to get annoyed. And especially during, like, a disagreement or something, if you cut me off, like, I've gotten to the point where it's very under control now, but, like, I'll let you finish, and then I'll be like, all right, so you just cut me off. Like, let's just have a good conversation about this.
Yeah.
And put it easy. And another one, probably these are my only two, is when someone just is a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Like, they tell me not to do something, and then they go do it.
Yeah.
And I tell you you're doing it, like, no, I didn't. I'm
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
my
well, nah, yeah.
goodness,
You literally
bro.
just laid out what it looks like to do that, and then you
Exactly.
did it. Yeah, yeah.
What about you?
So I agree with the cutting off thing. This is the thing with the cutting off thing. If like we're having a discussion right now and you jump in the discussion and contribute to what I'm saying, and then I can carry on and we go back, that's fine because we're like
that's
running with it.
Fine, yeah.
But like, if I'm talking about something, like say you're talking about like, okay, talk to me about the draft.
Oh, like what's going on? Like, oh yeah, so
Yeah.
CJ Stroud got drafted. Yada, yada.
Bro, we need to get McDonald's.
That is
Like,
exactly.
bro, were you even listening? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Bro, if
were you
someone
even?
does that,
That's
it's
the
just-
one.
That's the one where it's just like, like,
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
because it's not even that you cut me off. It's that like, what
like,
were
do
you
you think
thinking?
you even care about
Were you,
what I'm saying?
I was just having a conversation with you. Where were you?
Exactly.
Like, that is the worst.
And you know what's crazy? What they say? Oh, my bad. Were you saying something, bro?
That,
bro, that's
like-
even worse almost.
Yeah, no. When we just flip it completely, and it don't only become rude because you cut me off. It becomes rude because now you weren't even listening to me the whole time.
And actually, I just thought of another one. This is one that's like when they're just rude to people for no reason. Or like you go out, waiting staff just don't say please, thank you, don't open
Nothing
doors.
worse than being rude to a server.
Yeah.
Nothing
that
worse.
might be over the other two, actually.
I think, like, chewing with your mouth open, like,
said that before.
is the worst thing. Like, and I can hear it and I can see it, and like,
that's a deal breaker.
I don't know. There's just like it might be.
That's a deal breaker.
It might be. Like, I'm not talking about like.
Oh, you mean
like I'm talking about smacking your chops.
This is the thing. I could put up with that. Because this, what's crazy, actually?
We all have things we can put up with, and different people are like, yeah, I get that.
When we were growing up, my sister used to get, really, just Alexa, she would get mad at me for doing that, but I would just start doing it on purpose. So I think, like, that's also part of me saying, like, the hypocrisy thing. Like, so I don't really care if people do it. Like, if I do it, like, most of the time, I'm not going to get mad if you
Which is fair enough. And I also don't like when girls cuss. Like, on like an unnecessary level.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, if you like messed like once in a while, like, oh, you got hurt, dang it, like,
yeah,
okay, that's fine. But when you just use it every other word in the sentence,
like, my thing is when I have a conversation, like, I don't cuss. You won't hear me cuss, but
I've never heard it.
Like, there's times where I will, but I have to think about it to do it.
Exactly.
So like, I'll do it in a funny way, like it'll be a joke. Yeah. And I'll like emphasize the word, and I have to plan the sentence around it. Some people have to think about not cussing. Like, there's some people that I have conversations with, and it'll slip out, and they'll be like, oh, sorry. Like, we'll be speaking to someone important, and I'll be like, how is that accidental?
How do you accidentally
How did that just slip out?
I don't get that either, because I know exactly what you're talking about, and I've seen people.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm very aware, and I'm one of the first people that my mouth moves before my brain moves. Like, I just spit stuff out.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't necessarily say it relates to immaturity, but at the same time, I feel like most of the people I know that do that are the type of people who don't really care about other people's perceptions of them, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
That's got a big stigma. When you say don't care about other people's perception, it's got a big stigma, but I think it's relevant. I think you need to have some perception of, like...
Oh, no, you need to have some perception.
I want to look good because I have respect for myself.
100%.
But a lot of people are like, well, I'm not doing this stuff to impress other people. And it's like, it's not that, like, you're dragging it in a different way. I agree with what you're saying completely. It's got, like, a stigma behind it of, like, oh, like, you just want to do it to impress people. And I'm like, no, because I want to do it because I have respect for myself and how I appear to... Like, it's so hard to word, but, like, I know exactly what you're saying.
No, I know what you're saying. And it's crazy because I feel like at one point in time when I was younger, everybody was like, oh, it's cool to curse. Like, oh, well.
Yeah.
Like, there was a point, like, I don't do it, like, that much realistically. Yeah. And there was a time where people would be like, hey, Deven, why don't you curse? Like, like, just saying, like, people say, why don't you drink? Are you good? Like,
yeah.
It's nothing to do with having fun or nothing, but, like.
I don't know. I feel like it's just like a... If you do it, it's not that bad. But if it's just automatic and you do it for no reason, like sometimes, like I know it sounds really funny, but sometimes it contributes to what you're saying. It makes what you're saying funnier. It adds emphasis. 100%. It adds like meaning to it. It shows that you're passionate about. Yeah, I get that. But if you're like, oh, I really wish this effing seat would be warmer. Why can't you just say, I wish this seat was warmer? Like, you know what I mean? Like, the sentence would be the same without it. There's no need for it.
When you say it in a sentence like that, it's just like, I don't know why, but it just gives off a different vibe and perception of the person. Like, it just does.
Yeah, you're like, you could think of any, like, better word to use than that. Like, articulate yourself better.
And, like, it, like you said, didn't even need to be used. So it's just like, what? But, I mean, if someone did that, it's not like I'd be like, hey, why'd you say that? Like, it's just like...
I agree. It's just not... It's not... That's why I say I don't think men have icks. I just think they have things that just kind of grind on the gears a little bit. Like, girls have things that, like, they'll... And no matter how attractive they think the guy is, one thing can happen and they'll be like, yep, done.
100%. You know what's crazy, bro? On that topic... It's just so crazy to me. Like, I'm not trying to get anybody canceled. Right now, that woman will, like, specifically, which is fine, not date a guy based on his height.
Go ahead. Go on.
But, like, they won't.
Well, okay. I'm not going to dog on no one. I'm 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
I'm fine. You're, how tall are you?
6'4", 6'5".
6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
So like, we're not
I don't have a problem with
overcompensating.
that. Exactly.
We're not. I've never had a
Exactly.
problem with being called short.
Me neither. I hope I never do.
But yeah, carry on with your point.
But I'm saying like, but if a guy has certain preferences, even if a guy said about height, I know most guys probably say about weight or whatnot, but like, I don't understand like what's the difference here.
I'm just gonna say this.
Yeah.
I'm not on either side of the fence.
Okay, fair enough, bro.
But women are allowed to have preferences over the physical build of men.
Of course. No.
Men are not allowed to have preferences over the physical build of women.
I completely agree with that as well. Or
that's what Deven said. I'm just paraphrasing. That's not my words. I'm just saying what Dev said.
I shouldn't say they aren't allowed. I feel like it's more frowned upon.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's just how it is. There's things in the world where that's just how it is. But like, again, I've never discriminated against any woman for any of those things we just mentioned. So
let me ask you one final question.
Yeah.
Would you go skydiving?
Yeah.
Really? I've always wanted to go skydiving.
I would. It's just, I feel like it's just like when you first do something like, when I first got on a roller coaster, I wanted to do it, but I was nervous.
I hate roller coasters. Really? Hate them. Absolutely hate.
So you can skydive, but you can't go on a roller coaster?
I think about skydiving, but I'm not going on.
Have you ever been on a roller coaster?
Yeah.
So why? Why don't you like it?
Okay, I'm gonna list a day.
Okay.
Of a roller coaster, and you tell me which part's fun. You can stop me and tell me which part's fun.
Okay.
I drive all the way to the amusement park. I get chalked at the gate. I get chalked at the gate, like $30, $40. Okay. Chalked at the gate. I walk all the way through the park to find the ride.
Okay.
I stand in line for 45 minutes. I get on the crusty plastic seat, and they put the metal bar that's had everyone's bodily fluids from screaming all over it. I get put in this most uncomfortable vessel of an object, which is the 5th event of the day. Then I get thrown around like a rag doll in a piece of plastic for 45 seconds.
Fun. That's how I'm going to cut you off.
My stomach is in my ear, in my feet, coming out of my woohoo. My stomach is everywhere, upside down, sideways. And then the rest of the day, I don't want to eat nothing. I don't want to speak to no one. My head hurts, my stomach hurts, my knees, my whole body is a shambles. Tell me which of those 8 steps is fun.
This is the thing, bro. All of that can be fun depending on who you go with. If I went by myself, that's not going to be fun.
Skydiving is an experience. It's cool because of the experience.
Okay.
It's something that some people only will never do. Some people do once in their life. It's like I went skydiving and it's a personal achievement. I went on a roller coaster. No one cares. No one cares. You know what I mean? So did everyone else in this room.
I understand what you're saying when you say that.
And you know what? I can do the water rides. Love water rides.
You know it's a random fear I have about getting on a water slide, bro. It's just going to be some random nail just sticking out.
Bro, so I saw this on social media. And it was that someone put a razor in the water slide. So like you were just whooshing down in the water and a razor just nicked you. But that is scary. That part. But like the whole like, even if the actual roller coaster is in the water or like one of those dinghies, cool, bro. I like it. It's good fun.
I can't, bro. It's just
I just don't see the hype of
the thing is, I probably will get in the water slide within the next year.
Would you? Okay, so you said you would go skydiving. Would you go bungee jumping?
I feel like that's the same thing, but for some reason, I'm more likely to say no to that.
This is the thing about bungee jumping.
Why?
I feel like when I hit the bottom and everything stretches, all the pressure, I don't know if my knees and my back and my feet would stay attached.
You think it would break, bro?
No, I think I would break. Like, I think the band would be cool, but I'm like, bro, all that force going into your noggin, that would be horrific.
Bro, I don't even know how that would feel. Because that's just so much pressure and so much gravity, like... Another rational fear of that breaking, but I feel like that's safer than skydiving.
This is the thing with bungee jumping. If you bungee jump, the only thing that can go wrong is equipment. If you parachute or skydive, the equipment can go wrong, or the guy that's skydiving for you can make a mistake. Now imagine, oh, my bad, bro.
And your leg's broken, bro.
Sorry, my bad. I forgot to pull the thing. Now it's GG's. So you know what I'm saying? Human error is in play. Bungee jumping, there's no human error. It's just the
You
it's
trying
just
to
the
talk me out of
equipment.
skydiving, bro?
I don't know, bro. I think I would do it. I don't know.
This is the thing. For both of those, I feel like that wouldn't be something I do anytime soon.
No.
It would be like, you know how people go like, oh, this is one of the last things I want to do before like I die or before like I like less physically fit. Like you see people going skydiving like they're 50, 60, 70.
Oh, no, I'm not doing it then. Forget that. I'm already fragile, you know?
I would probably do it in like 30s, 40s, honestly.
Yeah. I could see myself doing it early 30s. Maybe in the next couple of years I could see myself doing it.
I don't know.
I would just have to have a reason to do it. Like I would have to do it for a charity, or like someone would have to go with me, or like I would have to have like a purpose to do it. Because I want to do it. It's just like I need that extra little
That's
spark.
how I am too. What else I could see? What else I could see you doing, man? Being on Forbes list, man.
And that wraps up today's episode. We've established that Dev thinks women have commitment issues and that men should be able to preference a woman's build, and
my goodness,
that's why women are not as good as men. That's what Dev has said today.
If he posts this, he's getting canceled because this is his show. If he posts this, that means he agrees with it. If he doesn't cut that part out,
I'm not the editor. I don't edit it.
Who edits for you?
My thing. What's
your
AI?
His name? AI, bro.
No, what's his name? Jeff. You know
What's
Jeff?
his last name?
Franklin?
Jeff Frank.
Franklin, I think.
Jeff Franklin.
Yeah.
You have a picture? I could just see him, man. I might need to call him up.
I'm using my phone my phone's recording, so
What about that right there, man?
This is not connected to the Wi-Fi because we've had some technical issues in the building recently with the stuff. But I can message my editor and make sure he sorts that stuff out.
All good, man.
Yeah, no, because I would hate for something like that to get leaked. All right, guys, this is what we're doing.
We're back from commercial, bro.
Back from the commercial. We're gonna make it like a OnlyFans, but it's not gonna be like any sexual content. It's just gonna be like that clip. And you're gonna have to pay bread to listen to that clip. But you can subscribe. I promise you, it's worth every penny.
Hey.
Dev said some stuff that we can't air on any platform.
You can like that?
Yeah. Wow. Honestly. But anyway, to wrap up episode 1 of season 2, thanks for tuning in to the Let's Be Serious podcast.
I'm in tears.
Don't forget to follow us on whatever platform you are listening on. We're now on the YouTube as well, on Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Check us out on Instagram, wherever you may be. But we'll see you in the next episode, and peace.
I'll have you in tears this season, man.